I'm Jay Everett, and I'm a junior here at Rempel College. I'm a musician, a student, brother, son, all that kind of good stuff. I play in a band called the Jay Everett Band, and my friend Dominic Rivera plays the guitar in the band. In about the 7th grade, Dom got a guitar, and Dom is really cool, so I wanted to get a guitar. This is the beginning of Jay Everett the musician. Basically, I bought a guitar after Dom got one, and we both started taking lessons together. I took them for, I think, about a year. Never practiced, unfortunately, for my guitar teacher. But what I did do was, instead of learning other people's songs, I really did not learn to play covers, or I think I learned 2 Beatles songs and Wild Thing. And I think that was the extent of the music that I was learning. And then I turned my interests to just finding out what chords sounded good together, combining them, writing little songs for myself way back in middle school and early in high school, and it sort of became a passion. It's a love for music. It's really a love for the people that I see on a regular basis. We play a lot of open mics consistently. We play a lot of the same venues repeatedly because people want us to come back, and it's a community feeling. Most of the people that I play for now know some of my songs or most of my songs, and they sing along, and that's part of what gives us a rush now. The local, if it's the local music, yeah, it's people, and it's the local music scene. It's just part of that local sort of coffee house and music community. We've played shows with them and other people from that scene, quote unquote. So it's a good time. It's a good time, and I think people respect you around this music scene for who you are and what you bring to the table, more than whether you belong to a specific other group or not.
Everybody's talking about the party you threw, said the butcher and the baker and the catering crew. Send me with a message that you break the beer and they all want another masquerade ball. Yeah.
I would say songwriting is a difficult thing to put in a box. Whether sometimes I set a goal for myself and I say I'm going to write a song like this, and it's just a means of getting to play and forcing myself to try new things. I mean, I've written songs about train rides that I've had, missing my friends, the quintessential teenage pop love ballad song thing. Just continuing to work on it leads you where you're going to go, not saying, oh, I know where this is going to go and I'm going to bring it there. You start out with an idea and you start working on that idea, and rather than saying, I know how I want this to end, you sort of let it develop, and then you understand. Challenge as a songwriter or as a writer of any kind is to create something that is not only for your enjoyment or for your expression, and to allow people to come into your song and enjoy it as well, even though it could be intensely personal. So I think it's part of the challenge, but it's really a wonderful thing to see people enjoying something that means a lot to you.
Baseball on memories, 'cause I'm just running out of time, just running out of time. You're still in your prime. That's why you speak, that's why you speak.
We're Streetlights from Blairstown, New Jersey, and you are interviewing.
It's 6:30 in the morning and I woke up shaking. I dreamt of life without you with me.
For me personally, the reason I wanted to pursue music was because I just loved it so much, and then I knew before I even played an instrument, I wanted to be in a band.
I used to hate playing music. I used to play the piano and I hated learning other people's songs. And then when I learned I could write, we started playing together, and then I didn't know where it would end up. But then after like a year or so, I really started loving music and wanted to do it for the rest of my life. So here we are.
I miss your skin and sense of you in wind. And when the evening comes, I wish that we were one. For all I have is time and pictures in my mind to think of when.
I love when I hear a song that I love so much that I wish that we wrote it first. And then every time I hear a song that I think is something I wish I'd written, it kind of inspires me to want to write more and more, to get up to that level or try and even beat it, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I hear a song that like gives you that that feeling that a great song does when you feel it or hear it the first time, it just makes me love making and creating music even that much more. Believe it, for me it's not the lyrics as much. I do believe lyrics are very, very, very important. To most people, the most important thing. For me, I just like the overall sound of it the most, what it sounds like. Some songs I like that I don't even know what the lyrics mean, but it sounds great. Some have both. So.
Yeah, I like the lyrics. I tend to listen I'm really into lyrics, and then if it moves me and brings me to that other place, and then thirdly, if it's just catchy and you can tap your foot to it.
Personally, I think everything has a soul, and I think it's the soul of the song that catches me.
The music, the sounds, the music is all that stuff that you wish you could say, you wish you could feel in your normal everyday life that you can't. And then when you hit that right chord or the melody or something, you feel that, and it feels better than anything you can just normally feel. I think that's the underliningness of the music, is to feel great and like uplifting.
That certain sound that takes you from reality and transforms you to some other world.
You could first meet somebody and just be like, "Hi, my name is Brian. Oh, nice to meet you, Jeff," or whatever. But then, like, when you get behind your instrument and you start jamming, it's just like you meet the person all over again. It's like, "Oh, you're Jeff. Okay, now I know Jeff." So it is. You do connect with the person on a different level.
For me, playing music is like the only way I've been able to express myself fully. So it's really important for me because I guess I'm like a more shy kid, and I think I'm misunderstood. So music just gives me a chance to really express who I am. To do with it's all personal experience, obviously, but it could be either relationships, good or bad. And I'm into a lot of philosophy, so one of the things I struggle with, and I put that in my lyrics, is trying to retain your childhood dreams as you grow older, and society tells you something different. So it's a lot about the struggle of retaining who you are as you grow up.
I miss your skin and sense of you in wind, and when